Okay, Sunday, 16th of June, 2024. So, achievements and risk taking. So, this is an interesting little. This is based on a little comment that I heard in one of Stephen Crowder's podcasts years ago. I could not tell you which one at all, nor when, but it was his comment he made. Something on the lines of the same level of freedom that allows you to succeed and do amazing things in life has the same level of freedom to allow you to do nothing and wallow and be stagnant in life. That, to express it mathematically, the range of possibilities, the more freedom we have, the wider the range of possibilities we have, the same level of freedom to do amazing things is the same level of freedom that allows us to do nothing at all. So you could say the possibility to run a marathon comes with the risk of breaking a leg. So this range of you can run if you want, run a marathon if you want, yeah. So there's a wide range of possibilities. There's a bell curve, really, if you think about it, of possibilities. On one end, there is run a marathon in record time, and on the far end over here, record time, beating world records and making headline news. That's on one end. On the other opposite end is complete disaster and shambles and disaster. But that level of freedom that gives you the ability to have these achievements, do these things, in this case run a marathon, and on both ends of the spectrum, you could say, are risks. What if you become international super athlete because of this? Or what if something disastrous happens to health, for example? And all the different possibilities and outcomes in between. Nothing really bad happens, it's okay. You have a good day, it's a great time, you make the local newspaper, you're on the radio, you do something cool, you break a world record, or you break a personal record, or you break a local record, things like that, or you're in the newspaper, your headline news, frontline news, whatever else, or the spectrum. That range of possibilities is the risk, good and bad, and that range of possibilities, the greater that range, the more freedom we have, the more achievements we can have, create, achieve, the more things we can do and have in our lives. And we want that in life. We want to have this wide range of possibilities that gives us a chance to do stuff, or to do cool stuff in life. That's powerful. If you want to read a book and learn something, on one end of the spectrum is it changes your life, other end of the spectrum, nothing really happens and you forget about it. And then you could say also something akin to, are you going to go somewhere? I'm preparing to go somewhere the next few months, and it's a bit scary and dangerous. And too many people will be focused on this end of the possibilities. This narrow range, this over here, is dangerous. What if? And completely ignoring all of these other possibilities. Yes, it's possible. These things over here are possible. These outcomes. But what about all these things? What about all these? What if it's an amazing thing and I never want to come back, or it's amazing and I love it and I'll go there again next week? Or what if it's really fun, it's okay, it's really good, but yeah. Or what if it's okay, maybe not again, maybe not a second time, or yeah, it's okay, meh, whatever. All these other things, because they are worth worrying about as well. What if it's amazing and you never want to leave? Well, what are you going to do? What can you do then? That's a risk. That's something that could happen. It's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. It's a good problem to have, but what are you going to do about it? And it's that range of possibilities we have to be aware of. Different things could be achieved, good or bad. And these things, of course, are nice things, but also these things can happen as well. Achievements and outcomes. And the whole range of risk is possible. All kinds of things are possible. So it's worth understanding that in life, where with more freedom, we can do more stuff. You've got to take those risks in order to do cool stuff, in order to achieve things you want to achieve. I want to achieve that over there, and then that over there, all kinds of things could happen, good and bad, and the whole different bell curve of spectrum of possibilities, over here, over there, you name it. And then you could say, well, how organized are you? How many steps ahead into the future are you thinking and planning and acting? Well, what if this happens over here? Again, it's heuristics. It's a flow chart. I forgot the word exactly, but it's a decision tree. It's you make an action here, then it splits off there, and it splits off there, and there, and then everything else. So if this over here happens, then you got other decisions, or 3 decisions, or whatever else to make, and other possibilities. You never know. You never know what could happen, and that's a consequence of going out and taking those risks, going to the place, doing the thing, organising the stuff, and pursuing that thing. And knowing what you want to pursue in the first place is very important. Again, clarity. I talk about this a lot on the channel. Clarity. What you want and don't want in life. The more of clarity we have, the better. I want that. Everything else, I don't bother with, apart from that little small thing over there. That could be okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's potential. But that's a hell yeah. I'm gonna do exactly that. Not that. Not this. Not those. Not that. That. Powerful, because we know what to focus on and what not to focus on. So it's worth understanding then achievements and risk taking, a wider range of possibilities. The possibility to run a marathon comes with the risk of breaking a leg. The possibility of reading a book comes with the risk of changing your life. The possibility of spending more time working overtime comes with the risk of earning more money. Yeah, you could risk being exhausted and tired, but also comes with the risk of earning more money. And again, that's something, that's an outcome, achievement, outcome, risk. Is this thing that will happen. What are you going to do about it? This thing happened, good, bad, or ugly. What are you going to do about it? That's the way to look at it. And the principle here is we want to have as many options as possible in life so we can predict the future. We learn more about the world, society, culture, science, physics, maths, you name it. And then we can predict the future and think, well, if this happens over here, what am I going to do? Or what if this happens? What am I going to do? This happens. What am I going to do? Contingencies, planning, thinking ahead. Because those outcomes, those achievements, good or bad or ugly, those outcomes, what are you going to do next? It's worth asking. What happens next? Well, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do something. You can do nothing, of course. That's a viable strategy. I run a marathon. What are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? Nothing. I'm content. Okay, fine, fair enough. Okay, what's generally speaking? What now? All right, let's climb some mountains. Well, it might get lost, bad weather, might break a leg on one end, but also at the same time, it could be an amazing day, perfect weather, record amazing videos, take amazing pictures, and have a memorable time. And all the different possibilities in between, what are you going to do? By all means, we can focus on this part, contingency, disaster, insurance and healthcare, by all means. Being prudent, being smart. But then again, on the flip side, if it's a sunny day, how are you going to take advantage of that? Tripod? Selfie stick? What videos could you record? What could you do, for example? Or what if you never want to leave that area? Or what if you want to go there again in the future? What are you going to do? Worth thinking about. The more freedom we have, the more risks we can take, and the more achievements we can have. The wider that range of possibilities, the better. The wider that range of possibilities, the better. So the fewer freedoms we have, the less options we have in life, logically then, the worse off, because there's fewer ranges of possibilities. Or we can't go anywhere, we can't travel, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't say this, we can't say that, we can't have this conversation, can't have that conversation. And all the possible outcomes from those things will never happen. The range is much narrower, meaning much more controlled. You got less wiggle room in life, as opposed to, I'm going to go here, do this, do that, whatever, damn the consequences. Powerful. It's interesting thing about freedom, life, achievements, and risk-taking. The wider the range of possibilities, more choices on options we have in life, the better. The better and more varied and more unique things that we care about, these achievements that we care about, we can achieve. Powerful. Options in life. Yeah. But otherwise, you will see me tomorrow.